Charlie Sheen and Chuck Lorre working together is another really interesting story that is
What was that
not
like? Are you
something
allowed to
that's
talk about that? What the
yeah, I'm absolutely allowed to. One day, Chuck came in and said, "I think it should be Charlie Sheen." To which I was like, "Really?" Because I just that was these guys have not talked since, and one of the more famous meltdown, crash and burn moments in recent pop culture history. It was Scorched Earth. Knowing Chuck, and as I said previously elsewhere, I knew everything that was underneath the water of that iceberg. I mean, this is something that I think he was feeling a need to put in a different place in his life. And it turns out Charlie was too. And they had a really scary phone call. Chuck reached out, didn't know what, those one of those calls we all have in our life where you don't know what's going to be on the other end of it. And it turned out to be really wonderful for both of them. And they hadn't seen each other, and we had our first table read. And, that's a scary moment for a new show's first script read at a table for the studio and the network, and the cast is together for the first time. This is stressful enough. And it was also going to be the first time Chuck and Charlie saw each other. So there was a lot going on that day. And Chuck and I pulled up to the stage where we were holding it on a golf cart. And Charlie was just standing there over by the gate of the stage, by the stage door. And there it was. And I saw them walk over to each other, and they'd had good connect and they talked. But there it was their first face to face. It was a really nice moment. I know that Charlie was nervous, Chuck was nervous. They handled it. And then we went inside. These two guys made beautiful music together before things went bad on a profound level. And Charlie sat down at the table and proceeded to put on a clinic on this is how a table read works.